Well, here I am, guys. I'm just doing an unscheduled stream, just trying something to help vent the numbness away. Normally, I schedule things, but figured it's just easier to talk things out instead of keeping it all inside. I know that a lot of people have been offering me their condolences in regards to my mom's passing, which I am grateful for. Very grateful. I just wish my heart could express it at the moment, but numbness is to be expected as part of the grieving process. Got a bit of frustration to vent out as well regarding a package that I ordered. That's actually, well, right now it's been resolved, but just trying to get the whole thing resolved took almost a week to take care of just because of poor delivery service and communication. So at least I know there's going to be a package coming tomorrow, and then I could just open that. And now I have a better live stream to do, but I figured for now it's easier to just bend things off for the time being. Hmm. And of course, arguing with Twitter idiots, that's not going to help either in my current state. No matter how numb I am, still feel anger from time to time. So I'm just going to let that slide and focus on myself. I'll probably like just do a stream for like a half hour just to help keep myself going sane, and then I'll just end it. I'll also I should probably just put the link in as well in case anyone wants to join it. Second. Yep, there we go. Much better. All right, so that's posted there in case anyone wants to join. And I was going to share the link, but just too drowsy to do it. Probably thinking of well, actually, I already decided to attend or talk to think about going to do one of those therapist counseling to see if that's going to help, but something a little bit different with someone who's as awake as red pilled as I am. See if that's going to help me out a bit. Maybe just do some wave therapies and see if that's going to ease me a bit, but I promised myself I would wait until I start working, which won't be until next week. Other than that, just been playing Diablo 2, sort of eased my pain a bit. Trying to find things to look forward to. I want to join streams, YouTube streams, but I also want to avoid drama as well. We really need more streams talking about, bringing people together instead of drifting them apart based off disagreements that people have. I mean, it's natural to have disagreements, but to let them drift other people and split us apart, we need to stop that. Oh, that's right. PJ's doing stream as well. That's all right. I'll I'll just join the stream as well. I'm cooking a lot. That's good. Finished eating beef and garlic and onion with chopped tomato pasta mixed with penne, and finished the rest of my leftover quinoa oatmeal, which I've been using from my book that my sister got me for my 29th birthday about the kitchen, which is good. Good way to get a lot of extra protein and vitamins without having to worry about stuffing too much meat inside me. Pun intended for anyone who's a pervert right now. What else did I do? Yeah, made made some French toast so I wouldn't have to waste any bread about a week ago. And made some honey garlic pork chop yesterday. That's good. And I have something to keep my mind off things, something to look forward to. Fortunately, those can have setbacks, and when it does, that's when you really feel like you're, in regards to people, well, having autistic mind, that doesn't really help in terms of connecting. I mean, there's always going to be a flaw, no matter how big my heart is. People have told me I have a really big heart, but for some reason I just don't know how to use it. Hey, I was just talking a bit about what's going on, how I'm feeling. The avatar pretty much is a giveaway. Big broken heart filled with numbness. I have the link posted up if you want to join. It's up to you, but I felt like blowing some steam off tonight. Well, at least there's some good news though. Tomorrow I finally get my package, so I'm gonna do a stream there once it comes in, maybe sometime in the evening hours. This package will probably make my life a little bit easier in terms of making sure I don't get drowsy, doze off, try to keep myself more consistent. Plus, I just ate some pasta, so trying to make sure the last package of beef I have doesn't go bad. Now I have enough to keep my stomach settled for the next 2 days. And aside from that, just the usual turdy drama and the drama going on between certain Twitter CEO and the rest of mainstream news, and my concern about what's going on with the rest of what's going to happen in Ireland for the remainder of the year, let alone decade. TJ's probably got a big stream going on, so that's all right. We'll just jump on in like maybe 3 months. What's in the package? Well, that's something I'll have to keep a surprise, so that way so I can keep the mystery of it. But I mean, if like there's the packaging itself isn't going to be too much of like it's going to display everything. You'll see for tomorrow. Oh, TJ isn't streaming. I thought she was. At least according to my yeah, according to my notifications, it said she started streaming at around 8:18. Oh well. Otherwise, I hope you're doing well. Right. She hasn't streamed for weeks. Next isn't until the 22nd. Oh, okay. Gotcha. trying to think of ideas on how I can make my channel more interesting. And I only tried the only thing I can do so far is just with opening packages and cooking streams, but I feel like I need to branch out now. There's too much saturation when it comes to discussing political events. Maybe you can throw out some ideas on what I can talk about, so that way I could give my point of view on what I feel about it, what I think about it. You like voice acting things? I do. I do. Usually as a little joke or a hobby, although I have sent out auditions before and have, of course, unsuccessfully made it. But then again, success is 99% failure. Guess I could give some samples, but pretty hard to give a good sample when you don't have any equipment with you right now. All that's back in the not so great white north. I bought like a heavy duty microphone and like a voice modifier to help regulate the frequencies. It definitely is something I want to, consider doing in the future. Who knows? Maybe I might get lucky. I might be able to get lucky after all. I mean, we'll never know with this very persuasive voice. Speaking of which, I still haven't gotten second case of the Littlest Umbrella book. The moment I get that, I'm going to do an interview with Tug. Well, I definitely want to do him. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. Just show off a little bit of that tiny Tug voice, so that way he'd be able to be in awe of the type of charisma that he wishes he had. Mm-mm-mm. Well, something like that. I hope. I mean, I already know like I'm going to be a part of his comic book. I just wish, I could just add more to it than that. Maybe it's me pushing my luck, or maybe it's just the effect of having a big heart or thinking of ideal things. Well, I mean, behind every cynic is a disappointed idealist. So maybe if someone like sent in their art, then I could sort of do like a voice sample. Of course, it has to be like, like a male character or some sort of creature that's meant to be a male. Sort of give it a bit of a persona there. Like if it was like some kind of naga or sea serpent, I could go something like, "You surface dwellers, you believe that you are able to destroy the might of the naga and the sea serpents from below the earth." Well, that's just a small sample. I could do better than that. Just gotta drink some more water. The Scottish accent would be nice. Just do a little bit of a charm there. So that way we'd be able to eat all the haggis in the world and be able to enjoy what life's supposed to be like behind the kilt. Joke and hobbies are pretty much what YouTube is for. Could use clips of things and do some voiceover things. True. There's a lot of voiceovers of animals doing different things, and that's pretty funny to watch. Yeah. If it was like a little collab that was going on, I'd join, but I feel like I need motivation in order to like, do it myself. Plus being a lazy prick doesn't help. Now that's not how you inspire people, Romer, you dumb prick. You gotta be able to do whatever you want. Inspire positivity. Hey, hun. Hope you're hope you're doing. I was actually getting close to ending the stream, but then you popped up, so hope everything's well on your end. I know you've been going through a lot with work now, but hope that blows over. Nothing. I'm just trying to blow off some steam. I'm just seeing what I can do to keep my mind distracted. Trying to broaden my horizons, see if I can find something interesting to lend my talents to. I know you said that you were doing something involving what was it? Like a Christmas song. I was hoping I could offer some of my obnoxious voice, kind of like last year as well. Make it as cringy as ever. Oh, good news though is that they sorted my package, so I'll be getting that tomorrow. If they give me a time frame when they're actually going to deliver it, and then that way that package will be able to help me out in terms of maintaining my daily life a little bit better. I'm going to keep it a surprise until stream starts. Other than that, just same old numbness. I can't seem to get the others on board with that, but we can do a duo. I'm sure there are other people that want to do it. It's just, I think it's just like, organizing it like based on timing and when we can actually get it done. Maybe do like a little like drawing skit as well, like someone in the chat can like, draw something like some characters and we can give voices to it, make it obnoxious, stuff like that. Just make it unique, a little bit different. I mean, last year we had our own version of the 12 Days of Christmas, so might as well make something else as well. I know. I know that I am loved. It's just my brain knows, but my heart doesn't. And it's not able to talk right now. It's crying like a fucking bitch. Just, I want to be more active in the community without there being any drama. Now I know there's other YouTubers who are commenting on others, gossiping, and I'm just fucking tired of that. I want it to be more positive. I don't want it to be STD positive. I want it to be like actual positive. And yeah, that might seem boring, but I am a boring guy and I care about trying to make positive things out of anything. So that way we're not at we're not at each other's throats no matter what our differences are. Can I come up, knock yourself out? I mean, I have the link up front, like I posted it in the beginning of the stream. Not sure if it's still there.
Hello, darling.
Hey, then.
You are allowed to be sad. Okay?
I can't hear you. You're too soft.
I said you're allowed to be sad.
I know. Well, that's what I'm being. Sad, numb, emotionless.
You're not emotionless. I can hear you're not emotionless. I can hear sadness in your voice.
Yep.
You also know one of your people that you look up to is being ridiculed again at the moment.
I really can't hear you, Hen. Like, you got to find some way to boost your microphone.
Better?
No.
Better?
No.
That's not better. Why is it working? Bear with me a second. Is that any better?
Slightly.
I wonder if it's settings. Let me have a look. No, my mic's up full. I don't know what's going on, darling. Because there shouldn't be any reason my mic's not working.
Let's see then. Let me check my video. All right, what about now?
I don't know. How about now?
If I can still hear the same. Maybe if I switch to my headphones, it'll be easier.
You sorted? You're sorted now, Emma. Rose, you still here? Are you still listening?
Okay, let's try it.
Are you back? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
Good. Sorry.
Yep.
You get the sound back and I cough.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So I know you've had your problems as well.
Mine are not important at the moment. I'm here for you. Okay.
Right.
You said you start a new part-time job soon. When's that starting?
Well, I still need to speak with one of the doctors in charge this Thursday, and then they'll tell me what the schedule's going to be like.
And where is that and what is that doing, Roma?
It's basically occupational health. I'm just going to be doing pre-employment medical physicals on people just to assess for like hearing and vision problems to see if that's affecting their work, and if it is, then to tell them how to adjust their lifestyles and have them referred to like a general practitioner to see if they can refer them to an audiologist or an ophthalmologist to know for sure how bad their problem is.
Okay. So fairly easy stuff, yeah? Not too stressful.
Yeah, not too stressful compared to what I was doing before.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Are you looking forward to it or not?
Well, it sounds exciting. It sounds promising. It's just, with everything else going on, I'm just hoping that what I'm doing is going to be enough to distract me from my current situation.
Right. So your current situation is something that's going to probably go on for quite a while, darling.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it's okay to be sad.
Yeah.
It's okay to want to punch someone. It's okay to want to headbutt a wall. Because I've done all them things.
Yeah, well, I'm not. I've been trying to prevent myself from committing violence ever since I used that, and it got me suspended from school. So
Yeah.
I've been trying to prevent myself from doing those kinds of things.
Yeah, it's okay to want to do them. You don't have to fulfill them.
No, believe me, it's tempting, but
oh, I know.
it's just not worth it.
So you're saying you're numb at the moment, yeah?
Yeah.
But you're looking at for something to do to occupy your mind.
Well, pretty much. I'm at least I'm going to be getting my blender tomorrow, so that's good.
Oh, is this the parcel you've been waiting for?
Yeah, that's the parcel.
So you'll be back to making really weird smoothies, yeah?
Well, yeah, anything to boost my energy up. Oh crap, I was supposed to keep that a mystery. Fuck me.
Oh, don't worry about it. You can always end this, delete this stream. I think it's just me. I don't know. Rose is still here.
Well, now it's just the number went down to 1.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, but that won't be me because I'm not in. Oh, am I still in there? So. But, You can privatise this stream at any point, Roma. So if you want that, keep that mystery. You keep that mystery. No one's going to know apart from me and you. And if Rose is still here, Rose. Okay?
Well, I'm going to be ending it in like 15 minutes anyway, so it's all good.
Yeah.
It was meant to originally be a 30-minute stream, and then you showed up, and so I decided to make it a bit longer.
Okay.
Just to blow steam off, because, of trying to find things to do. I've been playing a bit of Diablo 2 to sort of get my head off, get my mind off of things, and then haven't been able to walk that much. It's been fucking cold. It's so cold over here.
Kerry's here.
Oh, hey, Kerry.
She pretends she didn't hear about the blender.
Well, I appreciate it. Thanks, Kerry. But well,
what you could do is go and get all the ingredients ready for when the blender gets it, and the surprise could be whatever you make in that blender. How's that sound?
Well, that sounds good then. I'll just let them know, and then you guys can just like peep yourself, and then
we're not going to say anything.
Fair enough. Appreciate it.
That's all right.
Yeah. I'm sure by the time this stream is over, most people have forgotten about it, so it's all good.
So I can see in the comments you were talking about possibly doing voiceover work, right? Is that what I'm seeing?
Just something as a hobby to keep myself distracted. What I really want to do is especially with the whole Comicsgate community, I want to sort of you know how I did that interview with the guy who made the Cobalt comic book. I wanted to do something like that, like a stream where it's I voice act some of the characters, and then that way it sort of makes it a different kind of interview where it's more interactive, give them ideas of what they see as voices, whether it matches up with mine, just make myself useful in that kind of way.
Well, it's also something you enjoy doing, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Well, that's mostly as a joke, just making some voices, being all British and stuff. I mean, obviously it's a joke. It's not really meant to be taken seriously.
You should work on that. Kerry's forgotten about. Kerry says forgotten about what? She already forgotten.
That's nice. Well, I can obviously do a better British accent. I just have to put more effort into it.
She said need to talk what I does, don't you, Roma? Innit?
Sorry.
Yeah. You just need to talk like what I does, don't you, Roma, innit?
Well, that's a different kind of dialect of English. There are other dialects as well. There's Cockney, there's proper, and then there's slang, and then there's...
I was joking, Roma.
Well, my sense of humor isn't intact, sorry.
I know, darling. I know. So when I do, you got to talk like what I does in it. That's actually me taking the piss out of me. Because I don't talk like that.
Right.
It's a joke common people use all the time, and I'm common. Okay, so we do this because common people are seen as being a bit dense, so we purposely say the words wrong when we say that. You got to talk like what I does in it, because no one would say.
It kind of sounds like you're speaking like Yoda.
Yes, sort of. Because it should be you've got to speak English correctly. No, even that's not right.
You must be able to enunciate like a proper Englishman.
As I do. Not like what I does in it.
There you go.
as I do. Speak English correctly as I do. But you know that you're right. There's loads of different regional accents in the UK.
Right. The one that I was using when I was doing some of those voice acting lessons back a year ago was the I can't remember whether it was Cambridge or just proper English.
Try it and I'll tell you.
So the proper English I was taught when acting around these voice acting lessons was somewhere around using this proper posh accent. I'm not sure if that's something that you'd be familiar with. I'm sure it is, but this is just me doing an experimentation, if you may.
Well, to be fair, that's not bad for an English accent. It's not posh. It's not posh.
So how would you describe it as? Like what sort of dialect, what sort of regional dialect
I'm
would
not
you
sure
describe
what regional it is. I keep hearing Canadian in there anyway, but
well, that is to be expected. That is to be expected from me, unfortunately.
And unfortunately, I would say it's definitely, probably, yeah, it could be. I don't know. It's definitely not. It's definitely not Midlands. It's definitely not Northern. It's southern somewhere, but I'm not sure where. It is somewhere around this area of the country that I'm in, but I'm not sure where. If that makes sense.
So we'll just call it the MK or the Central European, the Central English dialect.
I would say more south central, no, southeast, but not
South Central. Well, when you hear South Central, especially when talking about the United States, then you talk about the what is it called, the welfare, the gangster area. So that I am the farthest thing from a gangster there is, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, whatever, in it. No, if you want to try posh, try listening to trying to think. It's not that I don't know who it is. I've got a picture in my head of who they are. I just can't think of their name at the moment because my brain ain't working properly at the moment. Hugh Grant.
Oh, Hugh Grant. Yes, from Notting Hill, of course.
Yes. Or watch a few episodes of QI.
QI.
Have you watched that? Yeah.
What's QI?
It's a panel show. It's called QI. Stands for quite interesting. So it's like
quite interesting.
Stuff. It's a comedy panel show, but it's interesting facts. So you'd find it quite interesting, quite literally.
Oh, maybe I could try a bit of. Wait, in what accent does Eric Idle speak in? And I especially hear it a lot when I'm watching The Meaning of Life when he does the song about the galaxy.
Always look on the balance of the flight.
Galaxy runs around 186,000 meters per second, so it's reckoned. I keep hearing Cockney for some reason, but I know
there's definitely. I think there's definitely a Londoner accent in him.
Yes.
So, where is Eric Idle from? Let me just find out.
I know he's English.
Well, that's helpful. Oh, he's from County Durham. So that's northwest. He doesn't sound like he's from the northwest. It doesn't sound like he's from the northwest at all. Eric Idle. But you like the Monty Python?
I do. It's one that the more I watch it, the more I appreciate the humor and intelligence behind it.
Because there's a lot of different regional accents in Monty Python.
Oh yeah, of course. Especially when I hear between Eric Idle and John Cleese.
See, Eric Idle's quite nasally when he talks.
Yeah. Oh, then I should say, what's his name? Terry McGinnis, then.
Yeah, there's a lot of different. That's the thing. Regional. It's hard to learn to speak like an English person because all English people sound different. Isn't that right, Kerry? Some of us say path and bath. Some of us say path and bath.
Well, then it sounds just like a Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
there's lots of different accents in Canada, isn't there?
Well, not much of an accent.
That's because it's your accent, so you don't notice it.
No.
But I don't think you have a strong Canadian accent. But that'll be probably from your Eastern European parents that your accent is not really Canadian. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. My accent's weird because I've got an English, a Londoner as a dad and an Irish woman as a mum. So it's going to be a blend anyway. Plus, I live in a very multi-accented city. Because we're a brand new city where you have people coming from all over the country to live.
Right.
Mostly London, but you have people from Birmingham and Nottingham and all the other big cities. So, you know, when they got overcrowded, they sent them to us. But mostly London.
Yes, and some people speak posh like you and say Barth, Parth, Glars, Glass.
No. See, when you're saying it like that, you sound like a country bumpkin.
A country bumpkin.
When you really sound out the R, Barth,
a Barth, a Parth, a Glars. The Glars be there. Well, now I sound like a pirate.
Yeah, because the pirates were from the southwest coast. That's where the accent comes from. Is the southwest, like the Dorset and the Dorset accent, Dorset. And
I know the first Vikings were actually from Scandinavia. In fact, the first pirates were Scandinavian. Like the Vikings were actually the first pirates. The word Viking actually means pirate.
But what I'm saying is the pirate accent people think of is a southwest English accent.
Wait, is that what Jack Sparrow sounded like?
Jack Sparrow was based on a rock star. Keith Richards.
Yes, and Keith Richards. Keith Richards was Jack Sparrow's father.
Yes, he was. But Jack Sparrow doesn't have the typical pirate accent, the ooh accent, does he?
No, it's just Johnny Depp being Johnny Depp. His
Yeah.
quirky stuff.
Keith Richards was from Kent.
Oh, that's just lovely, isn't it?
Keith Richards was from Kent.
Mm.
Mm. But the ooh is definitely from the southwest of the UK, of England.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, when you say Parth and Bath, you sound more like them.
Bath.
Parth and Bath.
We're going to have a ball with this. Otherwise, we will fall, like our ancestors did.
But if you really want to, like I said, if you want to learn accents, just listen to, I don't know, one person at a time. So, my accent's just made up of all sorts of accents because it's intermingled. Have you tried a Scouse accent?
A what?
Scouse accent.
A Scout's accent?
Mm-hmm. Someone from Liverpool, like TJ. But hers isn't very strong.
Oh, I was going to say. Well, you see, that's what the English are trying to do. No, that's not Liverpool at all.
No.
Wait. Hold on. Which one of the Beatles was from Liverpool again?
All of them.
Oh, all of them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, then I just got to do it like Ringo Starr then.
Yeah.
That's like...
So again, his isn't that strong. They did dull down their accents. You don't hear them sound like going to spit very often. So
we just have to imagine them in the sort of British Liverpoolian way, in the way that we walk down Penny Lane. Isn't that right? Not good enough, huh?
It's worth a try, but you just keep practicing and practicing and practicing.
Well, I am sort of a dry person, so unfortunately, there's no way I'll be able to have any sort of emphasis. Isn't that rather tragic?
Tragic. It was doing well until you went tragic at the end. That was wrong.
Oh boy, see, that's the problem. Tragedy always ends in a disgrace. There is no happiness behind it.
Yeah, I'm still not sure what accent that is, Roma. It sounds British. I just don't know where in Britain.
Then perhaps I'll just call it my own accent, the Roma accent. The Roma. The Roma.
Do you sound like an Alabamian?
You're asking if I can sound like Fanta. Well, I'm sure.
I'm Alabamian.
Well, we gotta be able to do all them things. No, wait, that sounds too Texas. No, that's not. Found it. Sprinkles. Oh, hey, Muffin Rando.
Hello, Muffin Rando.
Welcome to the zone of numbness.
You're not that numb.
Well, I was earlier.
Hello, Laura.
Hey, Laura. Hello, Laura B. ¿Cómo está? No, Gelk sounds good. What? No, Gelk. What's a Gelk?
No idea.
What the frick is a Gelk?
I don't know. I think could he possibly be saying no Gelf?
I don't know. I'm sto bene, grazie. Oh, that's good. That's good. Gelf Walker mod on Tug. What do you mean that? Oh. Oh. What do you mean? What's... No, well, no Gelf. How can that not sound good? I mean,
No, Gelf sounds good to me.
I'll let him know that you said that.
Yeah. As long as there's no Gelf, I'm happy. Right. As long as there's no Gelf, I'm happy.
He's probably listening to us right now. Oh,
Probably. Muffin Rando's probably him.
wait a minute. That's oh, wait, is it? No, Muffin Rando is someone else. Oh,
Is it?
wait, hold on. Is he?
Don't know.
I don't know.
You never
I
know
don't
with
know
Gelf,
anymore.
do you? You never know with Gelf.
That's part of his mystery.
All right.
So yeah, we were talking about accents. Okay,
Yes.
so that was me trying to do a Liverpoolian accent, but I ended up making up my own accent.
Yeah. Try Laura accent.
A Laura accent. Hello, how are you? I'm doing well. How are you, Isabella? You know, it's hard. It's hard for me to sound like a girl, so
It wasn't bad. Laura, how did you do?
here we go. I know what she's gonna say, so.
She's not answering yet. No, it's
You
not.
will.
It's not Gelf. It's someone else. You are
Ciao,
right.
ciao, mi bella. Hello, how are you? Oh my God, she's actually complimenting me. Wow. Oh,
Is
so
that
I'm number
compliment?
one. I think it's a compliment when she's saying one.
It's either a compliment or she's sticking her middle finger up at you. One or the other.
That's not her middle finger though.
I know, but she might have got it wrong. This is Laura, remember?
You want me
Got
to
me
be
off
on panel? Well, I have
Yes.
the link at the front. I have the link on the. You can click on the StreamYard's link. I have it posted on top if you want to join. Actually, you know what? Let me just go here.
Yeah, what about
There
Scottish
we go.
Roma? Says Kerry. No, that's not it.
What about Scottish?
You just
Oh,
highlighted
Scottish. I can.
the.
Oh
You just
crap.
highlighted.
Oh wait,
Nothing.
here it
That's
is.
it. There you go.
There we go. There we go. There we go. That's the link right there.
Do a Margot.
The Scottish one is the easiest for me because I've always been imitating Fat Bastard.
That did not sound Scottish.
Oh please, that's as Scottish as you can get. You dishonor me with your lousy criticism.
It still didn't sound Scottish.
Ugh, you disgust me. Next. Okay, here she is.
Hello, Laura.
Hey, Laura.
Hi, how are you?
Numb. How about you?
What's happening?
Not much. I'm just trying to blow off some steam a bit.
What did you do today?
I don't know. I mean, just trying to find ways to distract myself. Been playing a bit of Diablo 2 and made something to had some leftover quinoa oatmeal, made some pasta, but that's something I can always make. And then got into a few arguments with a bunch of idiots on Twitter, and I realized since I was numb, it was like no point in dealing with them, so I decided to jump on here instead.
Yes.
What about you? What's new with you?
Same shit, different day, is it, Laura?
Sorry, because I'm in office and the internet
Oh,
is
okay.
not that well. So
Okay.
I was saying that if you stay all day at home,
Yeah.
you it's not good because you think and think and think and think, and the brain goes on fire.
Yeah. It was raining today as well, so didn't want to get soaked. But hopefully tomorrow's better weather, and then I'll be able to go outside.
Get yourself an umbrella.
No, I've got an umbrella. I'm just
Well, use
so
it
it's
then.
just yeah, I know. It's just when it gets oh, hi Jennifer. How are you?
Hello, Jennifer.
Wait, I don't think I've met Jennifer before, so this is a new one.
Who's eating chocolate?
No one.
That-
I'm about to
that
make
was-
a sandwich.
Making a sandwich. So she's Hen is retiring to the traditional role. Very good.
Yes. Yes. So if I'm making it for me, not you, Roma.
Well, nobody else is in the house, so.
Tugs. Thugs.
Tug's Thugs. That's right. Yes, you are from Tug's Thugs.
Mhm.
Hello, Vanessa. How are you?
Hello, Vanessa. Get loads of people turning up there, Roma. You was going to end it like half an hour ago.
Yeah, it's weird. That's when I was. I guess best things happen when you least expect it.
Yeah, I came on. I'd bring all the girls to the crowd and boys and whatever you are. Right, bear with me a moment. Laura, talk to him. Tell him to snap out of. No, don't. He's allowed to be sad. But be right back.
Oh, you're giving me a pickle for Tug. Thank you. Appreciate it. Tiny Tug also appreciates the pickle because this is the real Tiny Tug. The real big 7-foot tall Tug is a big fraud. He's always been stealing my thunder and also stealing my butter so he can rub it on his not so sexy toast. Oh God. The connection must
that's
be
one
really.
impression you're quite good at, Roma.
Well, that's because I've been practicing it a bit. Well, yeah, we did that when we were at in Scotland.
You did, and it was hilarious.
Yeah. I mean,
Don't know.
I said
Don't know if Fanta put that up on her channel or not. You have to ask her.
she did, of course. Yeah, she did.
Okay.
Well, I put it up on my channel. I'm not sure about
Oh, you
hers.
put it
So,
on. Okay, cool. Anyway, be right back.
all right. Yep, sexy toast. Don't forget the sexy waffles. Those sexy waffles. You see, in order to make those waffles sexy, you gotta have something as Canadian as maple syrup, which Tug has to steal from me as well, 'cause he knows damn well that honey they make back in Tennessee is as smug and as dirty as that ugly old Renfamites. How much of a headfuck would it be if Tug and Tiny Tug were on same panel? Mysteries of life. If suddenly the big old Tiny Tug had confronted the big Tug, best thing about it is that he'd be able to infiltrate him from within and mess him up real badly. Oh, yeah.
Chloe, maybe that can happen on the day that Tug actually takes a day off and does an all-day stream and will allow other people on panel. He's promised me a spot, Roma. He's promised me a spot. I'm holding
That would
him
be
up to that.
if he promised you a spot. Well, I don't know if he's gonna allow another spot as well. Oh wait, it would have to be wait, it would have to be on your channel then.
No. Tug said a few weeks ago he's thinking about taking a day off and doing an all-day live stream.
Yeah, I
and
know.
having it up.
Right.
And he was like you know, like the lawyers and the what's it called? What's that one? What's that one he goes on? A Yellow Flash crew and people like that and others. Flashcast. And I'm like, and I commented, what about having up some of the smaller creators that have been following you in the case for years? And he commented back, I'd have you. I'm in there. I'm in there. No, I'm not expected to be up there, but I'm holding him to it though. He said he'd have me.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. If you like hop on there, then you could just like mention it to him and just say like Romer would like to.
Well, he'd have you as well, Romer. He thinks a lot of you. He really does.
No, I know. No, I know. Like he's been talking a lot about me in terms of how I've been doing since my mom's passing.
Yeah, he really does think a lot about you.
Oh,
but that would be funny as fuck if especially if you change your icon to Tiny Tug.
Well, I would just put in like Romer M, real voice of Tiny Tug, and then I just like infiltrate and say, "Hey there, chat. Here comes the real voice of that Tiny Tug, the real talent of the whole debacle going on."
Can I just say, he'll be Big Tug and you'll be Tiny Tug.
No, he'll be the 7-foot phony giant, while I'll be the 7-inch puppet of good luck and all that jazz that people want, so that way they can keep their lives going on to the fullest extent.
I think it would be hilarious if Tug did a skit with you as Tiny Tug. I think it would be hilarious. Anyone else think it would be hilarious?
If that actually does happen, that would be fantastic. I mean, I'm already going to be appearing in like one of his comics, so I sort of want to branch out there as well, but I don't want to like make myself too boastful as well. I mean, if it happens, it happens, which is cool. Well, so like a mini him and not his daughter. Well, yeah, exactly. Just like who was it that made a puppet for him? It was Real Pam. She made a puppet, like a small sock puppet of Tug, and Tug always like does these videos like called Tiny Tug, and I did a video parodying him once when I was in Scotland, and it just ended up being kind of hilarious. Yeah, for some reason, like I can do really well with Tiny Tug. Like maybe it's because like his personality sort of grows on me.
I think it's because you listen to him so much. You've picked it up. Yeah, does Muffin Mando not know who Tiny Tug is? He has his own channel, Tiny Tug.
Yeah, well, that's his backup channel. Like whenever people try to flag his main channel.
But yeah, but what I'm saying is Tiny Tug is its own channel.
Yeah,
and it's a spare channel. Occasionally he streams on there once in a blue moon just for the hell of it. I think to keep it alive. But
Tiny
is
is
not his daughter. That's Littlest Umbrella Girl.
That's Lug. Well, actually, he has two daughters. He has Lug and Bug.
So Lug is Littlest Umbrella Girl, and Bug is Baby Umbrella Girl.
Well, Little Umbrella Girl, not Littlest.
Tiny is a miniature version. It's a doll.
Yeah. Like, I represent the whole persona of Tiny Tug. I'm the persona that Tug wishes he had growing up. But no, he had to steal my thunder and my butter so that way he could spread it on his disgusting STD sex, not so sexy toast. I thought you meant that. Why the confusion? No. There's no confusion. It's just like he has his like separate channel. This is just something I thought I would like, pitch in as a as an idea. I mean, if it works, it works, and then, then I'll have something to do with my life aside from my part-time job. No Southern detected. Add Southern to it. All right, I will try my best to add my Southern to it, but I don't want to go all the way down south because if I do that, then God knows what kind of disease I'll pick up. And God, nobody wants to go through with that. Oh, you're a redneck. Okay. Gotcha. All right, so you're a redneck. So what kind of personality would a redneck have to have for all these fun times? Fun times indeed.
Talk a little slower.
So I gotta talk a bit slower. How slow are we talking? The part where I just go, hey there. So this is Tiny Tug. I'm here to creep up on all of you people so that way I can be the voice inside your head and tell you what needs to happen to make sure that you live the best life ever and not have to have that anxiety infiltrate you every single second of your life. Closer. All right. Okay. So we're getting there.
You seem like, no, a little bit like Tug, but not too much.
It's a work in progress, I mean, I can't be 100% like Tug.
No, you don't want to be exactly like Tug. You're a miniature version. But here, I've got this video from your channel so you can show Tiny Tug. It's behind the scenes.
Hey there.
No, he's going, hey there. So,
Hey there. You fine folks on a fine
hey
day.
there, fine folks on this fine, delightful day. Here's Tiny Tug, here spreading the good news out there and making sure that 7-foot phony giant doesn't try to steal my thunder again. Because God knows what kind of weird plans he's up to.
Roma, Tiny Tug's in the background if you want to put it on. I'll press play.
Yes? Wait, what do you mean by that?
Look behind scenes where the guests are.
Behind the scenes.
In the waiting room.
Wait. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, let's add the stream.
There we go.
Gotcha.
That's Tiny Tug there. For those that don't know who Tiny Tug is, that's Tiny Tug there.
Hey,
and speak of the devil, those Fanta.
Fake Tiny Tug was just here to steal the thunder of the real Tug who wishes he could be as cool as me.
And you gotta mute your thing.
We're having real lots of fun because I'm hanging out with 3 other people over here. The nice Fanta, Margot, and that mother hen. Oh my, this is gonna be fun times indeed. Oh, so hey there, all of you fine folks out there. We are here for another nice place in a nice little town called Salted Coats. No salt, no actual salted coats, but it's got all the kind of pleasures you'll ever find. Isn't that right, Phantom?
Yes.
Darn tootin' it is. Oh my. The only other problem is I'm away from my real family. The real Lola, the real Tug and Lug, they've been kidnapped by the fake Tug. And he's out there trying to steal everything from me. But he will never steal my pride. Oh, no, no, no. Well, that'll be all. I'll catch you folks later and see you all later. Take care.
Cool.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Yes.
So,
StreamYards does suck. You never used to have to mute yourself like that before when you played a video. You do now. It's fucking annoying. Hello, Phantom. Mwah.
Hi, Fanta.
yeah, so that's a nice sample of what I did to show off what I'm full of. So I guess it does serve as a bit of a distraction to help convert some of that negative energy. So that's good.
It's annoying the sound of the car because I'm driving.
Oh,
It's
you're
fine.
driving.
I mute myself.
Laura, it's fine. We can barely hear that you're driving.
Ah, okay.
No. I think you're getting a thumbs up from Muffin Rando.
That's good. 2 thumbs up, so that works for me.
Yeah. It's a shame you haven't got a tiny Tug doll to play with. That sounded wrong.
No
That just
no comment. No comment.
Oh,
I'm going to
Jen-
go wrap some gifts. Y'all have a good day. Well, thank you for stopping by, Jennifer. Appreciate it.
Hi, Jennifer.
Okay, now I hear the car.
Sorry.
I need to run as well. Sorry, nice being here. Well, thank you for coming by, Muffin Rando. Appreciate it.
Bye, Muffin.
Bye, Jennifer and Muffin. Sorry, I had my mouth full. I couldn't say anything.
No comment.
I had a meat sandwich in my mouth.
No comment.
Big chunk of meat.
If you insist.
We have
That wasn't an invitation, Roma.
Well, it is my stream, so I can invite as much as I want.
Fanta says no comment. Laughing.
here is 6 degrees. It's fucking cold.
Yeah, right here either.
Same here. The dampness, though, makes it feel like it's much cooler. and it's got to get even colder within the next couple of days.
Are we expected snow?
Not me.
I don't
Nope.
know. Not here, but in the mountains there's a snow.
Can I just point out, it's us Brits that are meant to moan about the weather all the time, yet us Brits do the least moaning. Figure that one out.
Well, that's sad.
I know. Oh, groaning and moaning are two different things.
It's warm and rainy here, dang it.
Oh, it's okay. So here at the moment, it's, according to this, 2 degrees. It's going to drop down to 0 degrees by 5 o'clock in the morning. High of 3 degrees tomorrow. That's the highest it's going to hit. Oh, it's going to be 0 degrees in the evening. It's going to be fucking freezing tomorrow. And it's going to go down as far as a -2 overnight tomorrow.
Hey, Donut.
Hi, Donut.
Hello, Donut.
It's 6 degrees here, but very windy.
Normally, I don't mind about the weather, but this year I don't want the winter, and I should like to be in the Caribbean seas.
Same here.
Fantasize complain about the weather is universal.
I haven't been to Cuba in 3.5 years, so I definitely know how you feel, Laura.
You like hot weather, do you, Laura?
I like the winter too, but this year or in this moment I don't want the cold. I don't know.
Well, yeah, no. The weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful.
What fire?
Exactly.
There's the only fire I can have is like heating, and I don't want to overrun that the whole day. Otherwise, I gotta pay the fucking bill for the place I'm renting.
Yeah. Well, don't go cold.
I know. I don't want to freeze my
Dinkle.
TITS off. My dequals, yeah.
You don't want to freeze your dinkle off.
No.
No. You don't want to look like a hen. You don't want to look like me, Roma.
Yeah. And I don't want to be...
Because apparently I look like a shriveled up dinkle.
If you insist.
Oh, I don't insist. That's what someone said I look like.
Oh, yeah, him. Right. Yeah, speaking of him, like now he's being all full of drama. Him.
Who?
Oh, no, that's another guy. Sorry.
That's a different guy.
Did you read that Gelt said that your sister made you eat the yellow snow?
What?
Gelt says that your sister made you eat the yellow snow.
No.
Where did you put that in on Discord?
Yes.
Fanta says twig and holly berries. You don't want to freeze your twig and holly berries off, Roma.
Oh, God.
I'm hoping. Well, I'm not hoping because it don't matter to me. But I'm hoping for Roma's sake, it isn't as small as Twig and Hollyberries.
Well, it's true or not?
He's joking.
Obviously, he's joking.
Okay. I ask because I have an older brother, and he always tormented me with jokes and things. He tied me on the trees. He made me everything.
I'm not sure that's classed as tormenting. I think that's torturing.
Yes, torturing.
But it
Yes.
is a tradition for the younger brother to torture the older sister.
No, the contrary. I was tortured by my brother.
Yeah,
well,
that's
we're
what I
all
said.
tortured by
That's
our
what I
siblings.
said.
No, I had a sister that held a knife up to my throat once because I hadn't dried the dishes. Don't ask. She was pregnant and hormonal at the time, but it's not the point. But my sister used to tease me saying I was supposed to be a boy. I was going to be born on the 5th of November and my parents were going to call me Guy.
How?
Well, because the 5th of November is the Guy Fawkes Day over here.
Ah,
Yeah.
Aye.
When I was born, my sister wanted me to be a girl. So when I was delivered and then they were going to bring me out, my sister was so excited based on how the doctor was holding me. But then my balls dropped and then she started crying and got disappointed.
she cries for balls.
I cried for balls when Cameron was born. So I have 2 boys, Laura, and I was like, I really wanted a girl. Really wanted a girl, the second one. You know, first one, whatever comes. But I really wanted a girl. I convinced myself I was having a girl. I was, although I'd never actually picked out a girl's name. Well, I'd picked out the same name I had for the other one if he'd been a girl. I'd never changed that. But so I'd never really thought about it. But when he was born, they handed him to me and they said, "Congratulations, you've got a boy. It's the first boy to be born on the ward today." And I went, "Well, I wanted a girl."
No, I wanted a boy and I had a boy.
I would have liked one of each, right? No, I would have liked one of each.
Pardon?
I would have liked one of each.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
The couple, one boy and one girl, but for me, one is enough.
Oh, yeah, I should have stuck at one. In fact, I should have stuck at the second one and got rid of the first one.
Charming.
Charming. Well, now I've adopted you, Roma. You're older than my kids. You're the first one.
No.
No. Well, you keep calling me mother hen, so I must have adopted you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And I said,
You
well,
want-
this took a left turn. Sheesh, Laura.
You want to be adopted, Romer?
Well, I mean, I don't have a biological mother now, so.
Yeah, but I was always his surrogate mother from a long time ago, Laura. When he came to visit me, he decided I wasn't fucking material, I was mummy material. Am I, Roma?
That was rather direct, okay?
True, though. True, though.
What's true?
What I said, it was true.
But
Fanta says,
but I always saw you as a mother, as like mother material, right?
Behave. Fanta says, I never wanted stinking girls. I was a little girl and a teenager. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I was a nice little girl. I just turned out to be this weird, angry, aggressive adult.
You're not aggressive. Why you always say all these bad things about yourself?
Because it's true.
No.
You haven't heard me go off on one, Laura. I keep that to behind the scenes. Kerry, it was actually I was comforting him. I couldn't actually reach any other part of him to hold. So yes, it was a comforting, motherly thing to do.
When I was little, apparently I was calm, but sometimes I made terrible things. In the elementary schools, my teacher, I didn't like my teacher, so one day I took to school salt and pepper and put it in her coffee because she left the coffee near the window. So I passed near and I put salt and pepper inside the coffee, and then she made strange faces while she was drinking, and I had fun. I had a lot of fun.
Laura was a naughty girl at school.
Yes.
But
a
troublemaker.
Yes, no, it depends. I'm calm, but when I don't like, when someone pisses me off, I become terrible.
She will stab you. She will stab you and stab you and stab me. I'm joking.
Yeah, I just want to address something by what Carrie said. She didn't stroke my leg. She was just like comforting me because like when we were talking amongst the five of us, I get a lot of social anxiety, and that just like makes me.
It was in the car, Roma. It was in the car.
Yeah.
And you were tensing up, so I was trying to calm you down. It was
well. I mean, like the fact that we were driving and I was getting really nauseous from all the turns, and like the fact that the windows were closed and there was like nicotine blowing all the way, which made it even worse. Yeah, I definitely got queasy.
Yeah. It was nothing sexual before anyone implies that, Kerry.
Yeah.
I was actually being motherly. At that particular moment in time, I was definitely being motherly.
I just couldn't control like my motion sickness because it was pretty bad.
Yeah. I got to know you for about a week.
And the song, yeah, Fanta, I did listen to that song, the Chris Cornell song you sent me, Sun Shower. It was well, I mean, it's not my taste, but I do appreciate it.
Laura swears all the time, Kerry. Laura absolutely swears like a trooper to Laura, don't you, Laura?
No, I'm a good girl.
Her favourite word is bloody.
Ah, yes. I'm a bloody girl.
No. That sounded wrong, Laura. That sounded wrong.
What did I say?
But just at that point, Donut. Yes, just at that point. No,
Yeah,
nothing.
just at that
No.
point, like because yeah, just at that point because I was like really sick.
No, I think she's trying to imply that something was sexual between us. Not at that point, Roma.
There wasn't anything sexual at all.
No. Hen, you corrupted my twinny. No, I think she's always there.
A bloody girl makes it sound like you killed someone on your period. Or it could just be like, you know, or it could just be someone who doesn't look like a girl and someone calls you guys saying, I'm a bloody girl, god damn it.
I'm a bloody girl.
Now, what's the meaning of bloody girl? Maybe I said some. Maybe I said something strange.
Well, if you said something like I'm a bloody nice girl, I'm a bloody sweet girl, it'd be different.
Ah, okay.
But it's also the way she said it, because she said I'm a bloody girl. That sounded Welsh. But it almost sounded like you were covered in blood.
Ah, okay, yes.
Right.
No, I said like you say, bloody table, bloody Wednesday, bloody.
The tone implies different meanings.
Yes.
But yes, we know what you mean. To call yourself a bloody girl, yeah. Unless you're going, I'm a bloody girl for God's sake. I'm not a man. I'm a bloody girl. Then it would make sense to say I'm a bloody girl.
Ah.
But any other time, it just sounds like you're talking about having blood all over you. No.
So.
But yes, Kerry, I corrupt a lot of people apparently.
No. You didn't corrupt me. I am what I am.
Were you always this naughty, Laura? Yeah. I just bring out people's naughty side. I let their naughty side free.
Yes, the thing is that with you all, I can be myself, and I talk without thinking what I say.
Yeah, without having to be inappropriate.
Yes.
Or having to think of that you're being inappropriate.
Yes.
You can be as inappropriate as you want.
I do this with friends.
Yeah.
With friends, I say terrible things because they know if I'm joking or not.
Yes. Yeah, it's like when I call Fanta a bitch. She knows she knows I don't think she's a bitch.
Yes.
Just sometimes.
Exactly.
Just sometimes. Sometimes she's a bit bitchy. Once in a blue moon. Not as bitchy as I am, though. I'm a mega bitch. I'm
I
a
know
bloody
it's
bitch.
not. Ah, bloody bitch. Okay. No, I was saying it's not good to say bad things on a channel, but
That's who.
On some channels. So Laura has to
some-
behave herself, for example, in Tug's chat, because she's trying to put on a professional persona when she's modding it in Tug's chat.
I'm not so professional on
No.
tags
No, okay, maybe that's not the best example.
because
Oh no, I mean like if she's professional, then I'm a bum
no,
because
because I know
because
that
I pretty much act like a sailor on Tug's chat.
no, I said that Tag is very patient. I know he doesn't. Is not worried about what I say or
No, of course not. Like
normally.
he's not he doesn't like to get involved in drama, so he doesn't really care about what happens in the chat so long as it doesn't involve anything involving doxing or trying to, you know, defame anyone else.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, the thing
Yes.
is, you're just having fun in the chat. You're not being really inappropriate.
Exactly.
But Fanta says, hang on. Fanta says, well, I never clutching my pearls. How dare you, hen? And Donut said, I think everyone can be a bitch during the right situation. Yeah. But yeah. Fanta's a right bitch. She is. She's a fucking right bitch.
No, I haven't seen her act bitchy. I mean,
Have you
as
not?
far as I know.
You clearly don't listen to my streams long enough because she can be quite bitchy sometimes. So, Fanta, bitch, how dare you?
Well, I mean, I was there like in Scotland when we were talking amongst each other with a conversation with Harley, and well, the way that Hen was acting, I'm like, yep, that's rather bitchy.
What did I say? I can't remember what I said. I can't remember that conversation. So many conversations I had.
No, you were just talking about like, you know, we were talking with Harley, and then we were just talking about like, you know, like visiting each other, and then you were like and then you were being what was it? You basically had a huge vocabulary when it comes to perversions. And then the way that Fanta the way Fanta reacted, it was basically like, you know, well, I mean, the way I reacted was like, and I thought I was perverted, and then like the way Fanta reacted, like, of course, of course, Hen would act like this.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
I'm
well
the
that's
biggest
about
pervert
well that's
out there, Roma. I keep telling you, you are a perv in training. You are definitely a perv in training. I can teach you. I can teach you to be a real perv.
oh, see, even Donut agrees that Fanta's not bitchy.
She does make some little bitchy comments, Donut. She really does. Not very often, but she does. And
Well,
she
I
says,
wouldn't say
I'm the
bitchy.
dark angel. You're the bitchy witch. And it's delusional. Jeez.
Well,
Jeez.
that's called snarkiness. That's not called bitchiness. That's snarkiness.
Same thing.
Not really. Bitchiness, like you're being you're causing malintent on purpose, but snarkiness is just all for a joke.
Mm-hmm. No. Anyway, I do not think it sounds good with saying anyone is a perv. It sounds nasty. Oh no, don't. I'm a fucking perv. but not in the lecherous way. Well, maybe sometimes.
Well, I'm the pervert with a heart of gold, so I'm not your average pervert.
I mean, it's all said in fun, though. It's all said in fun. None of it's going to come true.
Yeah, hence Sparky, which means sweet and innocent and cute.
Ugh. He's not saying that I'm Sparky. She's not saying I'm Sparky. She's saying she's Sparky. I'm presuming she's saying she's Sparky and not me. Don't you ever call me Sparky. Sweet, innocent and cute. Oh, God. No, thank you very much. Snarky. No, snarky is not sweet, innocent and cute.
No.
No. Sparky, yes. Snarky, no. Snarky is sarcasm.
Wait, who wants to pop on now? Oh, Rosetta wants to pop on.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Hey.
Hello, Queen Jugs. How goes it?
Roma. How you doing?
Managing.
So Sunday, we'll do a marathon stream because I'm over 1,000 subs.
Yeah, I'll join you on that. Sure.
I've gone up almost 120 in the last just over a week.
That's awesome.
Impressive.
I happy go right now with that, but I know you've been going through a lot, so I just wanted to come check on you.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Besides, if I don't come in here, I wanted to put up with you, and then who's going to make all those weird pervy Jugs jokes at me?
Well, Richard would.
Oh, Richard's sick. He's got COVID.
Oh,
Roma, hide the comment.
Oh yeah. Hide the comment. Oh.
Remove the comment. Yeah, there you go. There you go, Kerry.
There we go.
Who's on panel.
Hey, Carrie. Yeah. So, I wanted to stop in, make sure you guys know that you're welcome there.
No, we appreciate it. We appreciate it, Rosetta.
I just wish I had a heart right now, but that's gonna take.
You do have a heart.
It's
you
just
have a
not
heart.
working.
It's just in a lot of pain right now, so it's shutting down.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah,
No,
it sucks,
I was
doesn't
up
it?
and active today, and now look at me.
Yeah, you posted on Twitter that you weren't feeling. You were feeling like really low.
December has never been good for me, and I've always compensated for dealing with all the fuckwit days and all the PTSD days and all the seasonal shit by having the holidays and my birthday. The problem is that this is the first year we're dealing with the holidays and my birthday without Dad.
Oh, right.
So
you don't. So yeah. You know what? That's. I think. Well, the thing is, like, you were close with your dad. Really close.
Yeah.
Like, you did everything together, like, in terms of like, you know, tribal communities and history.
I had a lot of connections to him, and I spent a lot of the year over with him every year.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was over there, it was always me and Dad doing stuff, and it just doesn't make sense right now for me.
Oh, we got another guest. It is Laura B. Okay, so let's bring her back in.
Yeah, she fell out.
Yeah. I don't know if I've actually gotten to talk to her in
because
person.
I kicked me off.
You didn't kick yourself. Oh, you kicked yourself off.
Yes.
I was gonna say, Laura, I don't know if we've actually gotten to talk in voice to each other. Just respond to each other in text. But
I think this
hello.
is the first time. I think this is the first time. So I mean, having a foursome like this is
This
quite nice.
is Romer's dream right now. He's surrounded by his
No,
girls.
it's not.
No, because we need Fanta and a couple other girls in here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to sort of surround me on the top and the right, on my right side,
See,
so that way.
this is what Romer would want. Is
And I need to leave.
it's full and it's just girls. That's what Romer wants.
No, I need to leave. If he wants to be surrounded by the girls he wants to fuck, I need to leave.
Ooh.
Well, I
Romer
mean,
is
the problem
always
is like
surrounded.
I'd only be able to focus one at a time, and then everybody else would be muffling their juggalegs at me, and then I'd just be suffocating myself in pleasure. Well, not as much pleasure as usual.
He's thought this out way too much.
He has, yes.
Hey, it's
That's
not my
disturbing.
fault. It's not my fault. I enamor myself in the pleasure of Korean manga.
Maybe you need to actually stop reading manga and stop watching hentai and find yourself a real girl, Roma. On that note, actually, not related to find yourself a real girl, but Roma, if you've got time off over Christmas, you are welcome to come and do Christmas here. Okay.
If I have time off, yeah.
Okay. Because
Well,
I
I mean,
haven't got anything planned, but you're welcome to come and have dinner with us. Okay.
no, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
No problem. I don't want you alone at Christmas, darling.
Oh no,
Not
alone at Christmas right now is oh boy. Oh god.
Not this year.
No. I mean,
Okay.
my dad is probably thinking of like, coming over. So I mean, I haven't had Christmas with them last year, so whatever.
Yeah. But I really don't want you alone at Christmas this year, darling, because I know what it was like the first year after losing my mum.
Well, the difference is like right now with losing my mom, I kind of feel indifferent because of all the emotional abuse I suffered.
No, you don't. You really don't. You really don't. I know you don't.
Well, it's different for me because it's a mixture of emotional abuse.
It's a mixture of relief and pain.
Yeah,
That's
pain
what
and
it is.
relief. Yeah. So
Right.
it's pretty much like taking morphine, then running out, and then finding out you need more morphine.
Yes.
Yeah. So then it become like an addict.
But
If you want, Romer, we abuse you with the Christmas song.
he wants to do He wants to do a Christmas song, Laura. He's asking me to do a Christmas song. He wants to be involved.
just like like something different. You know how we had the 12 Days of Christmas parody
Yes.
from last year? We could try something as well. We tried something about we did something involving Deck the Halls like as a sample, but then I got perverted again.
Yeah, you went too far. But I was going to do. We were going to do a melody, weren't we? So I was working on that, but no one else got involved. It was just me and Roma.
We can try. We can try to sing together, not like last year in pieces.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, it doesn't work to try and sing it all together. It really doesn't.
No. Then you're just like cringing it. Then it just becomes way too cringy, and then like especially with like doing it on StreamYard, it's a fucking disaster.
It never lines up because you're all singing, you're all hearing the music at different times. So it never lines up.
Yeah.
Kerry says no more Christmas songs. Well, Kerry, you don't have to fucking listen to it. Go away.
Well, we don't have. We don't have to do like Christmas. We could just do like something involving, changing some of the Christmas items to perverted themed items.
No, we don't need to be perverted all the time, Roma. How many times do I have to tell you?
I'm
The
an addict. I'm an addict though when it comes to the big jugs.
You're not though.
Well, it'll probably become more with this.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the real Roma. It's not the real Roma.
I don't know. Let's test him. Let's see how he reacts to the thought of boobs.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
fake.
are we talking about real boobs or silicone ones? Because fuck those fake ones.
No, silicone's bullshit.
I know. Once you have real, there's no other deal. So
You know, I understand the appeal to women who didn't get as much naturally, who were that kind of personality who would want it, but they're just not the same.
no, I mean like once like you put once it becomes like fake, then it's just like then there's no motion. Like it's not able to oscillate properly, and there's
Well,
restriction,
to
and
be
then
fair,
it just
Roma, they're a lot better than they used to be. They're not as
They're not as stiff as they used to be. The newer ones are a little more natural at acting.
yeah, natural
and
acting
looking.
because they fixed what was the wrong with the prior
and
model.
looking.
I was going to say that there are cases where I really understand it. Like I have I'll just call her a sister. I don't want to get into details of who she exactly is to me, but she was 30 when she had the full double mastectomy. So she decided that, well, screw it. I might as well get the boobs I always wanted, and bumped herself up a few cup sizes. I kind of understand that. She was trying to, make something positive out of a rough period.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, my sister had boobs done just because, she'd never had boobs. And it was affecting her mental health. Someone made a very bad comment towards her. And
my sister, my actual sister, after 5 kids, still barely had a B cup, and she tried the whole implants thing, and it made her very, very sick. And suddenly they went back away again. So, her body did not react well to them.
When I was working as a junior doctor, there was like a 40-year-old mother I saw. She was going to get a mastectomy because she was having a lot of low back pain. But when I saw like the way that they looked, I was like, oh my god, why would you want to get rid of such beautiful gifts right there?
But if
the nipple to boobs ratio was perfect, and the darkness of the nipple, like, not too dark, not too pink, like it just fit perfectly with the contour. Oh crap. Okay, you get out, you freaking.
You beat me to it. Donut beat me to it. I was halfway there trying to load it to boot him. No, I mean, I understand wanting to get them reduced. I'm sorry. I know I've got the juggy jugs and all that,
No.
God, it hurts my back. It does so much.
Why have you highlighted that?
I don't know. Stop it.
It's already been done. It's not there. It's gone.
I know. I'm just trying to go back to the original comment that I highlighted. There we go.
Well, that's what I was getting at, Donut. I think it's junk when it comes from this psychotic vanity where they're just trying to be more and more fake, and they're not appreciating what they are themselves, because it's a self-destructive thing. Just like excessively adding constantly causes so much damage to the body. But there's a real situation where there are cases women really need them, and the fact that the science was developed is good for that.
Yes.
Yeah, if we're talking about like a reconstruction in terms of necessary reconstruction, then that's fine. But some people who do it for vanity, those are the ones I don't respect.
I can even understand to a degree. You've never had hardly any. You've taken a lot of the crap jokes about people saying you look like a child, stuff like that. The women that look young and petite stuff, who want to get people to stop getting on their case. I can understand why they do like bump up to like a cup or two to look a little more adult.
Yes.
Because honestly, the crap those women are put through is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But if you're like these women out there that are like trying to compete to see who can get the most silicone injected to get the largest cups in the world.
Yes, that's just ridiculous.
No, I know what you went through, Donut. Like, and what you went through, like it was a lot. Like in your case, like that's understandable. Like that's
Mhm.
I completely understand that. Then there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
Jonah, we're not dissing you.
No, nothing against you. I'm saying the culture of people just getting implants constantly because they can't just be happy with their body because we have to live in this ultra vain culture. That's what I have a problem with.
Well, it's
So
not
like
even
these
that.
women
It's
that are
the ones
constantly getting boob and butt implants just to be
It's
bigger.
ones that get the stupidly large boobs so that they can just show them, to be fair, sort of fucking.
Or just
people.
essentially like trying to
Well,
get
those ones who got
something, trying to
stupidly large boobs and they're real.
Hey.
Pack it
Got
in,
Romer's
Roma.
attention, didn't I?
Well, I mean, like I will talk about that time when that. Well, I would talk about that time involving the J Cup maid, but everyone knows about that. So,
Well, we don't believe that's true.
well, if you insist, but it did happen. It didn't come out of a manga,
But
even though it sounds like it would come out of a
That
manga.
is the other thing what he said, because he gets into his version of the perfect boobs and he starts talking about perfect nipple to boob ratio. And I'm sitting there going, and that's where I've always been self-conscious because I have massive boobs and I have like tiny anime nipples. Like ultra tiny. Like if they're not cold and sticking up, you can't even hardly tell they're there. Literally.
There's no Romer without boobs.
There is
No,
no
there
way
isn't.
around that.
Well, there's no boobs without Romer, so.
Oh, yes, there is.
My boobs are quite happy on that home without Roma. Thank you very much.
Yeah, they don't need you. Sorry.
Don't worry. They always need the extra excitement for stimulation whenever they need to, whenever they need a connection.
No, Roma.
And that's why I was saying though, with the understanding things that really make you feel self-conscious about it, because that part he talked about that hit that part of my nerve, that's always been what made me self-conscious about them. Because literally I stand there, I look in the mirror and I don't have nipples unless they get cold. It's that bad, they disappear.
No. Anyway, should we move on from the boob conversation?
Yeah, let's move on from the boobs and the silicone. That's a very delicate subject for some people. Okay, yeah. So
really
at least, yeah. So that's like one of the things I'll probably be needing to do to keep that numbness being fed.
I'll send you some sexy pictures, Roma. Not of me.
Maybe I should just like drop bomb a whole bunch of the pinups that and sexy models that I've been using for drawing my pinups into his Discord.
Yeah.
No, I am good at finding sexy pictures. I am, because I have to use them for my artwork, and ain't no thing. It doesn't bother me. Like I think I'm weird because I'm like one of the most ultra super straight, do not find anything sexual or attractive about the female body in any way, shape, or form, not even my own. But yet I spend a lot of my day looking at half naked and naked women and drawing them for art because I understand the artistic value of the female body. So I'm like, it does nothing for me, but I'm looking at it. I don't know what that makes me.
It makes you
weird.
Well, weird is fine. I mean, weird if it's through good intentions, it's not a problem. I mean, weird can be the new sexy, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Well, it only applies to me, but
we're all weird.
I've never had trouble feeling weird. I have had trouble feeling sexy.
Yes.
women are beautiful. Agreed, Donut. Like they each have something to offer in terms of whether it's like outer beauty, inner beauty, a combination, whether they're willing to express a certain way that makes us men feel very appreciated, attracted, aroused, or just willing to bang the fuck out of them.
And regardless of whether you're thinking of it in an artistic, analytical, sexual, or asexual way,
Analytical.
the female body is the most artistic body in artwork because of the way the curves are shaped, and it is actually a science behind that. The way the body's curved lends more to different art types and lends easier to being used in different forms of artistic expression than the male. It just does.
Oh, absolutely, especially in terms of flexibility.
Well, it's because with men, if you get them where they're considered like sexy, attractive bodies, they don't tend to be able to be easily posed in artistic poses without looking awkward because of the muscle structure.
Or lack of
I
muscle
don't
structure.
think so. I like May's body.
Oh, and that's not saying that I love men's bodies. I'm very much a nympho girl who loves that. That's not the thing. And it's not that it's saying that it can't be artistic. It's saying that the women's body lends itself easier to art types than men's do. It's more naturally pulled into it and easier to pose in it than a man's is.
Probably because have more curves than the male body.
It's the curves. It's the fact that the female body is easier to bend and shape without places looking folded and pinched and out of place and weird. Whereas the men's bodies tend to be more rigid. So if you start trying to get like really artistic poses, you tend to look a little awkward, almost disjointed and broken in places.
But it all depends, because there's different men bodies and different women's bodies, and some
There are.
women's
This is just the overall, which is the science of art over the centuries. And again, both are used in art different ways, but it is considered more advanced art to be able to figure out how to do that correctly with a man's body than a female's.
Yeah. Crochet ones
Absolutely.
count, right? Yes, Kerry, they do. Should be making some crochet penises again.
You see, that's why I'm like sort of pissed off at what they're doing, like how today's generation is trying to judge what a normal woman's body should look like.
No, every generation is judged what a woman's body looks like.
It does. But we have a weird issue that's starting to occur right now that's really freaking me out, which is the upcoming fourth wavers coming out of Gen Z, joining with the ultra hardcore conservative right to kink and sex shame women.
Mm-hmm.
And it's becoming epidemic all over, not just Twitter, but I've seen it in person and dealing with these groups harassing sex crime victims and people in, I've even seen them harassing people at the gay bars here. It's becoming a thing. And it is like this ultra psycho Puritan where it's like the ultra left and right are joining forces to be Puritans together. It's really creepy, actually.
I don't know.
No, it's like one side is like one side is basically trying to trying to censor the art, and then the other side is just trying to banish the art as a whole. It's like neither side is good. Like one has to be modified to meet their standards, and then the other one just has to be abolished completely when we're talking about both sides.
These are the people who.
But I would say, no, you're right. You are right. I mean, if you take, for example, the line girls from the starter line girls from the Formula One, the car racing. So they banned them in this country. I don't know if they banned them all over the world, but banned them in this country. Now, them girls were doing a job that paid them good money that they enjoyed doing. And they decided it was inappropriate to have young girls wearing skimpy outfits at motor racing. Yeah?
Well, it's not just motor racing, it's also cheerleaders too.
What?
Okay, so here's one thing I was getting at with that. This isn't just that they want, don't know sexy female jobs out there. These are the people who are tracking down the accounts of people who are talking about being involved in different kink communities or who are talking about being different sex crime survivors. And they're literally mass spamming and mass messaging us stuff, telling us we deserved it. It's our fault. That's what you get for being a kink, all this other stuff. And sending threats.
Well, that's wrong. It's absolutely wrong.
It's insane. I never thought I'd see this in my era. I always thought, I'm a more conservative person when it comes to a lot of that kind of stuff in the social spectrum. Not in personal, but in the social, it should be in the public and stuff. Because I'm very heightened that I would fall on the side with a lot of the Puritan stuff on saying it shouldn't be available for women, for kids to see easy, all this other stuff. But I always thought, there was a positive to the sexual revolution, and people should be happy to be what they are and not be afraid to speak about it.
Yeah, I agree. And I think we were heading that way. But like you said, I think we're now being conformed again. This is inappropriate. You shouldn't be doing this. And it's like, hang on. Women wanted this power. They've been given this power to do what they want with their bodies, however they want. And now you're saying that we shouldn't be doing that? Well, no, you can't take it away from us again.
Well, see, here's the problem with that, Hen. I blame it all on Lena Dunham, because she's the one that started this whole thing about trying to you should show your body off, but she abused it so that way she can try to show what she thinks is beautiful. And when any normal person sees it, they just want to become bulimic. Right,
so Roma, I have no idea who this person is, so no, you cannot blame
don't.
I will put it to you this way: she belongs in prison based on what she herself said in her own book, where she basically admitted to grooming and abusing her younger sister as a kid.
Right, okay. But what I'm saying is,
she was 7 years old. Yeah,
we can't blame it on her because she's not the only person doing it.
No, she's not. No. She's not the only person doing it, but she's the one who made it popular. Is what I'm saying.
She is the one who started to popularize the absolutely never say anything negative about anything body, and whatever your body type, wear whatever. It's like, there's nothing wrong with saying wear what's flattering to your body type.
Yes,
that's not shaming you for your body. That's telling you to put that body in its best light.
Yes,
I'm sorry. It's not shaming you to say that if you are a bigger person like me, you shouldn't be running around in something 2 sizes too small or making your belly stick out and look bigger than your boobs or stuff, because it's not attractive.
No, I agree.
And if you want people to appreciate and love your body as your body is, put your best foot forward with that body.
Yeah. Well, we had a program over here, How to Look Good Naked, I think it was called. And it was basically, it was a styling program where the designer would look at your body shape and help you find the right clothes for you to make you look sexy.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very good advice, the outfits they put on. I mean, it's like, yeah, you look hot.
Romer, you're really not doing well, are you?
What?
Romer, I mean, I've never seen a time when Ornery came up here and started rubbing on me where he didn't start making rubbing the pussy jokes. Is he okay over there?
I guess my inactivity should explain. Plus the broken heart. I think that answers your question for you.
I know. That saddened me when I realized it, because it's like, that's not Romer. He's always making caress jokes when this happens.
Roma knows that he can be his true self around me, which is not the rubbing the pussy jokes. That's not the real Roma.
This is a shield. It's a shield that I use to target who I can tell is genuine and not genuine. The way I view people as genuine is if they're able to tolerate sex jokes or perverted jokes. If they can't tolerate it, then I know that they themselves are either hypocrites, liars, or they have some dirty, dark secret. They'll eventually expose themselves and make themselves look like like evil pricks.
So, Rosetta, you are discovering the real Roma. The real Roma isn't constantly making pussy jokes and boob jokes. He's actually showing you the real him at the moment.
Yeah. This is me without this is pretty much me. This is pretty much me.
I mean, I've had him talking to me where he's helping me cheer up and he's not focusing on that stuff. But let's be honest, that is a large portion of the time he's making those jokes. And Laura, honey, have a sweet day out there, honey.
Large time he's making them jokes. It's a defense mechanism. It's his barriers up. It's his fences. If you see,
that's pretty much it. It depends on how the joke is made. I usually do it as a pun, so that way it becomes like very witty.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, yeah.
I was gonna say, I think with me, usually you're making the jokes because you're just trying to keep me from being depressed. You're trying to make me laugh and smile.
Mm-hmm.
Well, humor is a mature defense mechanism.
Oh, me, you mealing pussy. Okay, girl.
Laura's gone to get food. She's hungry. It's like midnight there, Laura. You should have eaten by now. Tap, 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 tap.
Well, I already had my pasta.
Home from work, Roma. She's only just got home from work.
Yeah.
Works too hard, that girl does.
I know. She works very hard.
She works too hard.
Good. That reminds me of when I was working in my mom's dental office. There was a neighbor that we had like in the building. She, like her mom, basically worked how much? Like, you know how they say like you're supposed to work 24/7, like when you're working nonstop in a convenience store. Well, she basically worked how should I put this? 32 hours a day. She was working nonstop and she never had any vacations in 30 years. She ended up dying of a heart attack at 60 years of age.
We've got a big echo going on.
I'm trying to figure out why, because I'm still on my headphones and I was hearing some too, and I was trying to figure out where it was coming from.
Damn.
It's gone now. No, it's not. It's still there. It's not too bad now, though. But it was while you was typing that I heard it, so I don't know. No, it's still there. It's not as bad as it was, but it's still slightly there.
No, now it's fine.
Yeah. Roma talk.
Yeah. So, yeah, she ended up dying at the age of 60 because of, like, all the overtime she had been doing nonstop. And it's just...
Okay, it's when I talk and Roma talks. Rosetta, talk.
Echo, 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 echo.
It's coming from you because you're the only one that's not echoing.
There's no... This isn't what's on, though. The mic that's on is way over there and I'm plugged in. There's literally no way for it to pick up the sound waves.
Weird.
So it's got to be in the StreamYard itself.
Yeah, probably.
Wait, but we removed... wait, Hen, you removed your window when you presented the tiny tug, right?
Oh, I muted mine. Yes.
Okay. All right. So what else could it be then?
I have several times seen where these echoes will occur and they're not caused by anything there in the StreamYard itself.
Yeah, it's StreamYard.
So usually they'll turn on when people are all on their headphones. It'll happen to certain people, but there's nothing they can change on their end that will fix it, and it goes away after a while.
Yeah, it's gone now anyway.
Then it's fine. Now it's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, Elizabeth.
Hello, Elizabeth.
How are you?
What do you want? Why are you poking me in the head?
Did Fanta come back?
What was the last thing Fanta said she wanted to do?
you.
She said be right back, but that was a while back.
I know.
She'll be back.
How long
She'll
do
be
you
back.
plan to stay on tonight, Romer?
I was originally gonna make this a 30-minute stream, and then that's when people started popping in. So now we're on.
I didn't expect you to still be on. I saw that message and it's like, that was over 2 hours ago. I'll just see who else is on. And I
Yeah.
clicked and saw you still in the. It's like,
Oh,
okay.
there's Fanta. There's Fanta.
She's here. No, she had
Yeah.
said about the snarky thing came after the Be Right Back. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I
Grok
just-
One on that show made women feel amazing. He did good things. He really did. That was on talk about the how to look good naked thing.
Yes. Naked women. Naked, curvy, beautiful women. I miss those. Well, the mainstream ones, anyways. Actually, the mainstream ones don't even have big tits. You can only really find those big-titted, curvy ones in like Romania or Ukraine or Russia or what's the other one?
England.
Oh yeah, the Czech Republic and England.
Thank you.
There's quite a few of them in the U.S. here. They're just not really in the places that get a lot of attention outside of the U.S.
Oh no, agreed. There was one on OnlyFans though. What was her name?
Oh, for God's sake! You really do you pay for fucking OnlyFans?
Of course not. I'm just saying, like, I'm saying like OnlyFans when they're posted on like an external website like StreamYards or
I was going to say,
but
these girls that are doing OnlyFans, they're idiots. It's every OnlyFans picture is out there all over the internet.
yeah, like I don't pay for the actual OnlyFans. That'd be retarded. But let's see. I'm talking about like I'm just trying to remember what her name was. Juicy Jade, that's it. Juicy Jade. She had like the biggest knockers ever, and then she said she wanted, and then she did a breast reduction because she was worried she wouldn't be taken seriously.
And
as
unfortunately,
a lawyer.
that is a thing where women were not treated as serious depending on our cup size. The more cups I got, the more people treated me automatically like I was either slutty or stupid before I even spoke. And it doesn't matter how I dress. It doesn't matter how I behave. When I was 13, I was going around places and I could hear people whispering sleazy stuff about me behind my back as I walked by.
Well, I wouldn't say no. Well, I mean, like whenever I see a one with big tits, I don't think of sleazy stuff. I'm too busy focusing on the penetration part.
You're the one that's being sleazy, Roma.
Yeah, but I'm saying I was 13. I couldn't walk down the street without hearing people say things like slut and skank and stuff like that. And I was dressed in fucking turtlenecks.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen my share of like 13 and 14-year-olds with D cups. So.
At 13, I was a triple D.
Yeah, I saw one who was a triple D as well. When I was 13, she was 14. She even let me feel them. Oh, and they were so soft.
That's Romer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My heart was beating so fast. I felt like I was a hummingbird, just flying in the air.
Did you jizz in your pants?
No.
No, well, can't have been that good then.
Yeah,
He's 13 and he's getting jizz in his pants after touching a girl's boob.
He was dreaming about jizzing in her cleavage.
Well, to jizz in front of 10 other people, like on a dare, I don't think so.
I will say this to every girl out there: if you are big-chested like I am, do not ever try to streak. You will do the same thing I did. You'll give yourself a fucking black eye and knock yourself out.
Do not streak with the
true story.
Well, black eye. The only way I can imagine is if the boobs like fly right into your eyes.
Yeah, that's what happened. She's running along naked and knocked herself out. That's
I'm just imagining the oscillation. Boink, 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 boink.
He's thinking, I've seen her cleavage enough on streams. I just have to picture it jiggling that much, right?
No.
But no,
Paid for
that's
several there.
my advice to people. Do not go through the same embarrassments that I did. Okay.
I tried to make that joke the other day, and somehow it got completely twisted.
Wait, something got twisted? Was it in?
No,
was it in the
it
middle
was
of the boobs?
Right, so you've seen Risey, haven't you, Roma, or heard Risey?
Yes,
No, it
I
might be-
have.
it
In
might
fact,
be- it
in
might
fact,
be
Rosetta. In fact, Rosetta was on a stream with me, Risey, and Caroline, and when things got quite spicy.
But it was either Risey or Amph. I think it might have been Amph anyway. And he was going on about, me sitting on him and bouncing up and down. I goes, oh, I can't bounce too hard. I might get black eyes, jokingly. And then he started going on about, oh, yes, because I'd be hitting you in your face with my hand held up. And I'm like, so you're punching me in my eye. That's not what I meant. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Banter was there. He was like, what are you on about? Why would you want to punch me in the face?
Oh, look what Fanta says. She showed me her boobs. I like them too. Bobby Bush, the Water Boy, and Romer.
Shade.
Yes.
Shade.
Yeah, she showed me her boobs. I like them too. And welcome to my world. Oh, Elizabeth says not interested in streaking. I had to tape them for track.
Yeah, before I started developing these, I was actually doing stuff like gymnastics and stuff. That went out the window fast.
Trampolining not fun.
Oh, Lord. Now, I will say there is a benefit to the fact that I was getting into gymnastics and stuff, which is I'm still flexible as fuck, and that can lead to some fun.
No comment.
No comment? You sure about that?
Fanta says that's not what I know. That's not what he meant, but it didn't sound like that. Why the fuck did he have his hand up while I'm bouncing up and down on him and punching me in the fucking face?
So many inappropriate comments, so little time.
Or it could be actually plenty of time. Just more time than we expected.
What he meant was he had his hand up in, celebration. But it just, why would you do that? Why would you do that?
When he was having a celebratory wank, I mean.
Celebratory
No,
wank.
I was meant, in this scenario, I was riding him.
Okay.
But
athletic tape is a very good investment.
It is. Unfortunately, it can only do so much. And when you get so big, it throws your entire body's balance system off.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, plastic tape isn't good enough.
Not at my size. I just looked like I had like this big mass on the front of my body, and it kept trying to move my chest up. It didn't work.
Writing, Anth, that sounds like a nightmare.
It was a nightmare, Donut. It was his fantasy, not mine. It was definitely his fantasy.
So your nightmare was his dream. That sounds like sadism.
Yeah, something like that.
A little S&M?
No, he didn't. He wasn't actually talking about S&M. It just sounded like he was. And nor was I. I was talking about black eyes from boobs bouncing, not fucking S&M, not being punched in the face.
Well, as long as we don't bring up any BDSM, then we should be okay. Well, I mean, Rosetta will be okay.
What's wrong with that?
Well, it's just not a thing for me. I mean, like, I'm trying to picture like what people see in it. But I mean, maybe I just have to trying to visualize it.
Experience it first.
Oh hell no! I'm not experiencing it. Nobody's tying me up.
No,
You don't have to be the submissive. Look, there is direct correlations in our most primitive parts of our brain and our body's chemistry that relate pain and pleasure to the same synapses.
Yeah.
So some
Right.
people, especially depending on how your body and brain are wired, it is incredibly arousing to feel certain forms of pain.
Yes.
Yeah.
And some people have very submissive tendencies. Me. Whereas some people have very quiet public personas, but tend to be very dominant in sexual acts. And so they work very well with the people who like it rough because they can rough them up a little.
It really isn't you. I don't think you could be a dominator in any way, shape, or form. You pretend you could be, you can't. It's not your nature.
And that's okay too. The problem I have is the people who act like, well, if they think it's gross, then it must be gross for everyone and it must be horrible and all these things. And no, that's not fair. That doesn't work that way. And or the ones who like blame people in these communities and in these sexual communities for predators that literally target those communities. It's like, we're not the predators in those situations. Predators will target anything they feel drawn to.
Yeah.
Just the same way abusers look for people who have been abused or who have quiet and docile personalities. Predators look for people who are more submissive, docile, or easier to control.
So in a proper dom sub relationship, the sub actually has the most power.
Yep. Because nothing is done that the sub hasn't consented to, and she has the he, more statistically more often women, but he.
Oh no, a lot of men like to be dominated.
There are. It's still technically more women, is what I'm saying. But there are more men than people think too.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the submissives have the ultimate power. And actually, if you look into the lifestyles, when it comes to how rough they're treated as submissives, usually the male submissives have it a lot rougher.
Yeah, absolutely. Because women are nasty. Donut,
I think the ones,
and that includes.
I think the ones that are like more. Yeah, go ahead.
Right, carry on.
Go.
So I know that's probably why it kind of. I get a lot of people's crap and flack because there's all those people who don't understand. I always try to tell them, it is a part of human psychology. It is a part of how different people relate to each other. And as long as it's consenting adults, why do you care if you can understand it or not? I don't understand a lot of kinks, but I don't shame them because I figure as long as they're consenting adults and it helps them be happy, who the fuck cares,
Exactly. I'm just going to reply to Donut. Donut, Amph will be happy with any woman that would allow him to get anywhere near them. And Laura, well, Hen, you say this to others, and why you say you're a bossy bitch, eh? You think how we see you. Apparently I'm bossy. I didn't think I was, but apparently I am. But I do have my bitchy moments. So yes, I am a bitch. But I'm also
but you have a heart. But you have a heart. So all this bossy bitch, just like me being a pervert, is an act.
Well, here's the other thing that people don't.
It's not an act. Bossy is part of having a heart. Telling people what to do is part of my nature.
What I was going to say is to kind of defend Hen on that one is what a lot of people see as bossy in women. It's the strong-willed, it's the dominant. It's usually part of the hard maternal instinct, and it's the caretaker mode, where we also get very bossy and very bitchy because we don't want anything to screw with that we care about.
Yes.
And so what a lot of people see as the bitch is actually usually the overprotective mother instinct.
Like my mom. My mom was as overprotective as she can get. Like, it got so overprotective that when I passed my second licensing exam, like to study in the United States, my reward was basically that they can I can take a trip to Europe, like including London, Serbia, and England. What was the catch? She had to come along, and I was fucking 24.
and she pretty much fucking dominated my entire schedule. So there's overprotective, and then there's like controlling your entire fucking life to what,
Yes.
and that's when it goes
that's
too
a
far.
balance. Even if you have that drive, that OCD, that controlling, that bossy maternal drive, you have to learn how to balance it against respecting people having the right to make their own choices, decisions, and mistakes as well. And that's where the balance is. But it's like, it's the basic psychology. Go back to the sexuality stuff a moment. And I'm using this as a psychology example.
Yeah.
When you talk about the whole Dom sub thing, those who are Doms tend to be very docile personalities, very quiet, very shy people generally.
Yeah.
Those who are submissives tend to be kind of known for being very outgoing publicly, very loud, very strong personalities, very dominating in public. Because
not always.
Not always, but the majority, as I was saying, is what you're drawn to sexually tends to be that fantasy. So it tends to be the opposite of what you are every day. Now, again, there's always exceptions to this. These are just the norms. And inside every community, every kink, every personality, there's exceptions. There's different groups. When I say these things, I am only speaking of the overall majority, which is, 70% plus. So it still leaves a large chunk out.
Yeah.
But as generally speaking, that's the personalities, because it's that lure of the unknown, the forbidden. It's the same way why so many white guys have such a thing for minority women, and so many minority guys have such a thing for white women. It's that thing that's different. It's that thing that you're not around constantly. It's that thing that's the allure of something different.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I definitely fit in, like, with the whole, like, white guy attracted to minorities. Well, it's more so involving, like, lighter colored girls. So if it was, like, something like a Latina, or, like, someone that's more, like, lighter brown skinned, then, like, that's my cup of tea. Or should I say my cup of titties?
Flora formally protests.
Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, you know what? I just discovered something. Maybe the fact why I'm always addicted to, like, massive large breasts is because the breasts tend to be a symbolism for nurture, and I was overly nurtured as a kid, and, like, into my adult years.
That actually is often true psychologically. You did just hit a very true nerve for a lot of people.
Yeah. I was massively nurtured by my kids, by my mother and my dad, in terms of oh my god, my dad, like, to this day, he still buys me clothes even when I told him not to. Like, he forced me to, like, carry, like, over 25 kilos worth of luggage of, like, suits and clothes and stuff that I wasn't even gonna wear, and he always has to do this, like, guilt trip in terms of, like, oh, you should wear this. Like, this looks nice. It's like, are you kidding? It's fucking ugly. It looks like a rainbow. It's like, are you fucking serious? It looks like a Hugo Boss print.
One other thing that they have found in studies is that the majority of men who are obsessed with really big boobs tend to be the men who are not breastfed. In other words, bottle fed.
Oh, I was breastfed.
And again, as I said, the majority, this is something they found, and they believe that it's part of that. The brain's trying to compensate for something it felt like it was lacking as a child for some of them.
Well, if there was, I was definitely what I was lacking as a child was definitely, like, emotional support from my parents.
Yes.
Definitely emotional support.
Yeah, and I agree with that for you. When you say these things, I'm thinking of all these things I've dealt with in psychology and stuff, and all the people I work with in the inner cities and victims and stuff. All the things I've had to learn and study in psychology. And every time you say this, I think a different one's connected to that as well, because it's just stuff I've been through and dealt with,
So, Roma, you weren't actually nurtured, right? Nurturing is different to...
Nurturing, the brain reacts to.
Yeah,
nurturing, the brain reacts to that same way, by the way. That's part of that thing with where they have that desire from the bottle feeding. It's part of that same thing. It's a part of their brain doesn't feel nurtured and supported when they're young.
Yes. Yeah. So you weren't actually nurtured.
No, I was provided, but not nurtured.
You weren't nurtured. There's a difference. Kerry, I told you I put the word StreamYard now because I didn't have time to fuck about. Simple as that. I'm fed up with fucking being fucked about by people. StreamYard now was let's get this over and done with. I ain't got time to fuck about.
Do I want to understand what all this is with you and Carrie here? I'm confused.
Right. So when
it's an inside joke. It's an inside joke. I'll
explain. When Roma was staying with me, a group of the people from the UK came to meet him, but I was trying to make arrangements, and I constantly was, trying to get everyone to talk. In the end, I just sent a message to Kerry, StreamYard now. In other words, get your ass over it. We've got to sort this out. So, yeah.
Okay.
That was me being bossy. But that was me going, I ain't got time to fuck about. You get over it or we don't sort it out and you don't come. Simple as that.
See, I that's the thing I hate about this is all these groups I'm on online, almost none of them are in the fucking middle of the country in the U.S. It's
Where
like
are
every
you?
group I'm over in Iowa.
There's quite a few around your. I'm sure there is.
No. There's a few, and they're still not that close to me. The only person I've actually found close to me from online community is Netcat.
Oh.
And almost every event and almost every get-together is either on the coast or in another country.
But Fanta lives in the US and has not met anyone from the US yet.
Not even
she
Tug.
made the effort to come over here. Maybe
she's like she's next door state neighbors with Tug, and she met me. She met Margot. She met Mandy. She met Hen and TJ.
She made the effort to come to the UK. Maybe if you want to meet other people, you've got to make the effort to move out.
It's not that simple for her. It's not that simple for her.
No.
Well, it wasn't that simple for Fanta either. She's blind.
It's different. It's different. Believe me.
I can't travel internationally. I cannot take vaccines or meds that are required for international travel.
But you're talking about meeting other people in the US.
Yeah, it's very difficult both medically and mentally to travel, and when I can, I don't have any resources for it because I've been taking care of family. It's not that I am not making the effort. In fact, I did before all this happened and before I lost my uncle and my dad. I actually did right before all the COVID era make a trip from here all the way down through part of Florida out through Cali and back. But it's not something I can just do. It's really, really physically, mentally, and emotionally and financially taxing to me.
I understand that completely.
And so I get frustrated when I'm watching all my friends constantly talk about this meetup with this person and this meetup with that person, and I'm sitting here going, I feel so alone.
You've got how is Steve, by the way?
Steve is doing good, but the thing is that we're trying to deal with a million things, and he's going to have to stay here for a couple of months without me in a few weeks here, right after my birthday, in fact. And then in fall, he's going back in for his master's in applied technology and robotics. So he's going to be working full-time and student full-time in master level science and technology. And so basically for 4 or 5 years, he's going to be working 12 plus hours every day.
Yeah.
So no one's going to be able to watch over you then?
Not most of the time, no.
Oh boy.
And he needs to do this. This is to get his career going the way we need it to. This is so we can get to a point where we can sell this house and move closer to mom and stuff. This is what we need to do. It's just going to be really rough for a few years.
Damn. A few years. Oh boy.
It's a master's program for freaking artificial intelligence and robotics.
Yeah, that takes time.
Their average length for a student is 6 years for that program.
Fuck.
And because the only way he can afford this program is through the grant through his workplace, he has to maintain a full A average for every course
Oh no.
in order to get it paid for.
Fuck.
So it is what it is. Because if he can maintain that grade and he can maintain all that, his workplace pays for everything. And his degree is free other than, his time putting into it. Whereas if he can't maintain those grades, we have to pay for all of the courses, and it's about $250,000.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Fanta says, I didn't and won't get the poke. I was able to go to the UK. I was able to take my meds with me. But it's different for you, Fanta, because the only disability you had was the vision. With Rosetta, it's much more complex.
The problem is, Fanta, that I'm not just talking about the new one. International travel has always had some that are required on your medical record.
Right.
No.
And none of those. None.
Not to the UK, there's nothing. Not to the UK. No vaccines are needed to enter the UK at all.
Looks like we have an idea for you, Rosetta. Time
And
to
I
meet
also
them.
can't medically fly. So there's that.
Oh. Wait, can you medically take a ship?
Yeah, but God, that would take a long time.
It would. Yeah, you get yourself on a cruise though.
Yeah, because I can't fly. We discovered that the last time I actually tried to. The first couple times I flew, it made me very sick. By the time I flew the last time, I got so sick from the altitude change that I actually couldn't move for almost 2 months.
Yeah.
Did you bring gravel? Did you bring gravel?
It wasn't like that kind of reaction. It was where my head, because of the damage, was reacting to the altitude and pressure changes.
Yeah.
So it's something with the brain damage up here reacts to it.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, it's a no for flying. But it's one of those things where there's part of me that always wants to get over there. I don't know how the hell I'd ever get the money or get to. But there's a lot of friends I have that I really care about that are over there. And I've always
Richard.
One of many, but yes.
Sorry.
I mean, I've always wanted to see part of the area anyways, but I don't know how I'd do it.
Wait, Richard doesn't drive, does he?
No, I don't think so.
They don't have a car, but he can technically.
Okay.
They don't have the money for a vehicle, and so they're out in the middle of nowhere with no vehicle in a small, tiny town. So,
yeah, Fanta says, as long as you know people, they can be able to help direct you anywhere.
But no, I don't know if you know who he's talking about when he says Richard.
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
I think so. Is it
No. It's a different Richard. Hen. This isn't the same Richard.
I thought it meant the chef guy person.
No. That's a completely different Richard.
No,
this Richard is Rosetta's sidekick.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of odd. It started meeting him when he showed up in my chat. Basically, he ended up getting the link to one of my streams I was doing from one of his friends, and that was about almost 3 years ago now. And he showed up in my chat, and I had no idea who the fuck he was. He was on some stupid name that had to do with being a Spartan and stuff like that, and I didn't fucking have any idea who this guy was. And he's in the chat, and I was fighting with an idiot from another channel, and he started being really nasty and abusive in how he's acting on my channel. And all of a sudden, I've got the comment chat going, "Let me up there, let me up there." Okay. You better not make me regret this. Give him the link, and he comes up, and he went ballistic on the guy.
Okay.
And I enjoyed the view. And so we started talking a bit after that, and then we talked more and more off and on for a few months and kind of started to get to know each other a bit. And then we started being on a lot of the same streams together on a couple of people's channels who we aren't welcome on anymore, which is a lot of bullshit I won't get into here. But it got to one point on one of the streams on that channel where one of our friends was teasing him from chat and basically claiming that I was using my feminine charms to win the argument. But it's a good thing Richard doesn't fall for him. And he very awkwardly blurted out and admitted without thinking that he was falling for me.
Okay.
That was dealt with for quite a while of conversations between me, him, and my husband before we moved past that and got along again as a group.
Oh dear.
But we did, and we're all friends now, and Steve and him are good friends too. We talk all the time, all of us, but it was awkward for a bit. But he also was helping me run my channel for a while and second in charge until he lost his father about a year and a half ago. So, and because his mother is a fully disabled Air Force veteran over there, he's taking care of her full time now because they lost their father. So he can't do all the stream stuff because he can't go far from her very long because she can't get up. She can't do anything on her own. So he has to stay in the room near her. And because, you know, between the military thing in their mouth and some of the spinal and brain damage from the injury, she has a tendency just to very bluntly yell out what she's thinking. And some of the words that are relatively benign in England that she yells for it over there would get the channel flagged. Especially when she starts demanding her cigarettes very loudly. Because she does not demand that word. He does not demand them with that word.
We can say that here because Roma is streaming from Ireland and I'm from the UK.
And it doesn't matter.
It
It doesn't matter. People I know that are in the UK who have nobody else on their channels have gotten struck for it.
Oh, I've never been struck for it, and I say it all the time. All the time.
She's actually literally a few times like yelled to give me a blank or I'll fucking nuke you and stuff like that. It's like, and she's a sweetheart of a woman and she's an honorable military vet and stuff. She just has a very military chick mouth on her.
Wait, I thought you said she was a bitch.
No.
I
said my sister was. I never said his mother was. I like his mom.
Oh, I thought like there was something like going on, like, you know, when Richard was trying to take care of her and then like he was just, oh no, that was his grandmother. I think that was his grandmother, yeah. Oh, the grandmother's the bitch, yeah.
His grandmother is bad enough that he calls her England's answer to Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, that bad.
Right, Roma, I am going to head off. It is 11:45 and I'm knackered.
Hey, Tug's about to stream.
In half an hour, yeah.
Have a good night then, sweetie hen.
Bye-bye.
Sweetie. She's no sweetie.
I call everybody sweetie. The
No,
part of the
if she wants to call me sweetie, she can be deceived as much as she wants. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
I call everybody sweetie. That's part of the vernacular of growing up in the area I did. Everybody is sweetie and honey. That's in common speech along the res.
Yeah, but you call me pervert.
That's your term of endearment. Shut up, pervert.
Better. I miss like him like being on like you and Richard's stream, and then whenever I spout out something intelligent and articulate, he always posts a little sign saying Romer's bullshit theories. That always makes me happy.
Some of them were intelligent ideas, and some of them were weird as hell theories that made no logical sense that you theorized in the back of your twisted brain when you were in this weird mood. And so that's where the phrase he got for that card came from.
I find it endearing, so that's good.
I still call Richard things like wanker and jizzwad, all that stuff. It's fine.
Mm.
It's fine to tease your friends. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, of course. Like everyone has their way of like teasing, and it's not always gonna be pleasant among strangers, but at least you know
It's
like
like
what they're trying to do.
I got a comment from somebody I really like. I really respect. You guys know and like and respect. Because he was offended because I retweeted a thing from Justin Proper making fun of him saying dumb kid. And he's like, are you calling him dumb for disagreeing with you? It's like, no, I'm calling him dumb because I'm teasing a friend. I'm not insulting him. I'm teasing him. For crap's sakes, I've even spent time with him in person. I like Justin. I just think he has horrible taste in music. You know?
Oh yeah, that's right. Like he made that picture list about like the best rock bands. And
best
like
in rock and metal, and it's like the most fucked up inverted shit list I think I've seen.
Yeah, like, I mean, come on. He put like Green Day as an A. Come on, no.
And fucking put Pink Floyd as trash.
Okay, that's unforgivable. That is so unforgivable. Like, Pink Floyd is like all-time #1 best band.
Pink Floyd is great, and I don't even actually like the members of the band, but I love their fucking music, you know?
Oh no, Comfortably Numb is like my all-time favorite song.
So it's like
I
just retweeted it saying when dumb kids think they understand rock and metal. I was taking a stab at Justin being younger than me and his very obviously uneducated view on rock and metal in that list, you know? But it was meant in love, you know?
Of course.
I may think he has crap taste in music, but I still think he's a great guy and he's a friend. He's been a really good friend to me and Richard for years, you know?
Okay. That's the thing. Like, most people probably just didn't know who he was, and that's why they probably didn't get it.
Well, the person who said this should have known better because he's known both of us quite a while. And because the first time he talked to me was when we raided his chat from another channel, and he spent like almost an hour watching me and fucking Stig Kenobi make really inappropriate, horrible jokes at each other's expenses in his chat. So he should have remembered Fanta. This is how I communicate with people, you know?
Yeah. Take care, Fanta.
Fanta, we love you. Have a good night.
Yeah, of course.
But I think it's just because we're all so battle weary. We've had so many people come at us over stupid shit. We've had so many people attack our community and our friends that we have this tendency to lash before we think about it sometimes, you know?
Yeah. I've had my fair share of that too, especially today on Twitter after now what they decided to do was they attacked Vic again, this time because they thought that he was flashing three females on a stream, whereas it turned out to be a problem with like the adjustment of the camera. So they decided to call him like a flasher because of like a simple problem with the camera, with a webcam. He wasn't wearing any pants on the stream, but like it's not like he was flashing anybody on the stream for like 3 hours. He was just like, had his face on, like looking at the webcam, and then it drops for 24 seconds. And then suddenly they call him an exposer. I'm like, you fucking idiots. And then like got into an argument with like 15 other idiotic Twitter idiots, including Renfamous.
Yeah, if you're paying attention to the chat, by the way, I was letting you know a couple things.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been... I really think a lot of these reactions that we all have are because we're all battle weary. We're tired of people attacking the people we care about.
Of course, absolutely. And no, I've seen it on your Twitter feed, and I'm surprised like you're still standing after all this. Like, it's tough. Who's this roamer? Oh yeah, Renfamous. Well, we famously call her Renfamice, who is AKA the blue-haired beluga whale, who's famous for doxing Tug twice, not once but twice,
and basically harassing him. His family tried to get someone to like threaten him to go to his house, and even wreck one of his mailboxes. Well, not one of his mailboxes, but a mailbox. A very toxic creature. Like, she's so toxic that it actually inspired Tug to make a parody drawing of her called Rent for Mouse, or Rent for Mice. Or yes, as Rosetta said, the Ren Fat CUNT. Who flashed? Oh, who flashed it? Well, he didn't flash it. Like, this just like happened by accident. Like, he was just like streaming with Chrissy Meyer and like 2 other female YouTubers, and like he was trying to adjust his camera, and then it fell, and then it saw that like he wasn't wearing any pants. Like, he still had boxers on, and then he tried to adjust the camera, and then he had to like exit himself from the stream. And then people are falsely saying that he kicked himself, like he was kicked off the stream by the female YouTubers, even though it clearly said on the stream, okay, looks like he exited. He'll probably be back with no malintention. Like, even Chrissy Mayer herself said that like he knew that she knew it was an accident. And they're just like trying to like talk shit about him.
Oh, I have a friend, Victor Wildman, who's part of the Anime Knights of the Round Table with me.
Yeah.
Who actually took a picture recently. It was him holding Vic at one of the conventions, so it was Vic holding Vic.
Yeah. Really?
I thought that was cute.
Cool. Wait, I think I might have seen it. It looks like she removed him when she was surprised of what happened. No, yeah, that's what it looked like, but it actually wasn't. No, she didn't remove him. Like, this was just like an accident. They're trying to make it look like he was removed, but he wasn't. Yeah, she was surprised, but like she knew like there wasn't any harm behind it.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a mistake. It was just an accident. But you know what kickbacks like? They just love to trash people.
People that don't have lives that are just get off on trying to ruin other people's lives.
Yeah, and have been focused on the. And it's always the same group of people. It's always like 10, 15 idiots that just like to make life miserable. And then, when they get accused of doing those things, then they have to play the victim. There was no harm, but she could still be the one to remove him and say she did not to protect him. Right. Well, yeah, she could have, but let's see. Can't remember what happened after that. Like, she still she could have like turned his back on him and then just say that that he was being malicious, but like if he really was like that, like she would have said something by now.
Anyway, I'm running out of things I can say on air.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm gonna be ending the stream at about 5 minutes anyway, so after that I'll check to see if what Tug's doing, and then if I doze off, I doze off. But other than that, unless anyone else wants to jump on within the next 5 minutes, I'll be ending the stream. And wow, we've gone over 3 hours. What was supposed to be a 30-minute stream ended up being over 3 hours. Funny how that works.
Just what I said back there.
Yeah, I know. I saw it.
But anyway, no, I mean, I think that what we all need to remember is just tear down anybody who's stupid enough to try to destroy other people. For fuck's sakes, get lives. This goes to the kink shamers, the victim shamers, the puritanical prudes, the SJWs, the hardcore anti-SJWs, all these fuckers who their entire life is trying to censor and control other people. Shut the fuck up and grow up.
Yeah. Like, even Vic himself said that, by extinguishing someone else's light, that doesn't make you better at all. Like, all it does, it just means that there's more darkness to spread overall, because your darkness, you extinguish a light, there won't be any light coming from you. It's just going to be like more darkness and more misery. There is no solution. Like, nobody becomes satisfied. It's a silly thing, but I do not understand why so many feel the need to defend people to a point it makes them look stupid. Oh God. Boy.
It was
Why?
nice to meet you too, Laura. I know we've talked a little in Romer's Discord, and I thought we mutually watched each other over on Twitter, but other than that, I've known of who you are and liked you for a while, so it was nice to actually meet you, even if it was briefly.
Don't worry, I'm sure there'll be more moments like this, especially more more cleavage to talk about.
Your server's welcome on my stream Sunday, so hopefully some of the girls will stop by.
Yay, girls. Cleavage.
Quit being a
titties.
perp. Quit it.
Never. Never. Must feed my addiction for boobies.
I did disagree with Hen's comment about quit watching anime and hentai to get a real girl. How about get a real girl that'll watch that stuff with you?
Oh, there are plenty, believe me.
Because I'm sorry, I love anime.
Of course.
I'm on Knights of the Anime Roundtable. Come on.
Yeah. Then you should check out some of the Korean manhwa I read. Oh my God. It is so good.
Send me some links.
Will do. Yep. I'll send you some photos, and
I need to that's
yes.
right. I need to message Lydian and see if I can get him onto the marathon too.
All right, very good. Okay, so looks like 1 minute left, and then we'll be closing it off. Thank you all for dropping by and attending this Numb stream, which ended up being somewhat exciting. So looking forward to that, and hope we have many more streams like this. Oh, and tomorrow I'm going to be getting my package, so I'll be doing an unpackaging there, and hope to see you guys tomorrow.
He's going to unwrap his package, and he wants women to be there.
That's right. Hey, it's not like I haven't done it before. It's all good. And nobody minds. All right. Thank you all, and take care. Bye-bye.